They say dating in America is like a game, but no one ever gives you the rule book. One text could mean interest or nothing. Uh, let's hang out sometime could be a date or just being friendly. So, how do Americans actually date? Today, we're diving deep into American dating culture, why it feels casual, confusing, and exciting all at once. If you've ever wondered why people in the US talk about seeing someone, going on dates, or being exclusive, this episode will make everything clearer. Because dating in America isn't just about romance, it's about identity, independence, and how people connect in a culture that values personal freedom. If you come from a culture where dating usually means a clear path toward a relationship or marriage, the American way can feel a bit chaotic. There are no official stages written anywhere, no universal expectations. Some people go on multiple dates at once. Others text for weeks before meeting. And if you ask two Americans what dating means, you'll probably get two completely different answers. Why? Because dating in the US is built on choice, and choice can be both empowering and overwhelming. Let's start where it all begins, meeting people. In many countries, people might meet through family, school, or friends. In the US, those still happen, but apps changed everything. Apps like Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge are now the main way many Americans meet. They make dating feel almost like online shopping. You swipe through faces, pick what you like, and hope for a match. That's the first big difference. Dating is treated like a process of exploration, not commitment. You can go on a date with someone on Friday, another person on Sunday, and nobody would think that's strange as long as you're honest. There's even a phrase Americans use, "We're just talking." It means two people are interested, texting, maybe going out, but not exclusive yet. Now, this casual start often confuses people from other cultures. You might think, wait, aren't they already dating? In American English, dating can mean you're going on dates, but not necessarily that you're a couple. That's why people will sometimes clarify, we're going on dates. Just starting. We're dating. Still casual, maybe seeing other people. We're exclusive. Only seeing each other. We're in a relationship. Official couple. It sounds like a lot of stages, and it is. But that's how people in the US take time to find the right fit before making it official. Let's talk about another important thing, communication. In American dating culture, people usually value directness, but not too much. For example, if someone isn't interested, they might ghost, stop replying completely. It's not polite, but it happens a lot. People do it to avoid confrontation or awkward conversations. On the other hand, if they are interested, they'll often flirt through humor, teasing, or light compliments. You'll often hear phrases like, "You're fun to talk to. We should hang out sometime. I had a great time." But remember, tone and context matter a lot. "We should hang out" doesn't always mean it's a date. Sometimes it's just being friendly. That's one of the most confusing parts for foreigners. Americans often mix friendliness with flirting. A smile, a joke, or even the compliment doesn't always mean romantic interest. To really understand American dating, you have to understand the cultural mindset behind it. American society deeply values individual freedom. From a young age, people are encouraged to be independent, to choose their own path, career, friends, and of course, partners. So when it comes to love, most Americans want to feel like it's a choice, not an obligation. That's why people often date many people before settling down. They want to discover who they are, what kind of partner fits their lifestyle, and what kind of relationship they truly want. It's not that Americans don't take love seriously, it's that they see love as something that should fit your life, not control it. That's why dating often starts casual, because both people want to explore without pressure. Another big reason dating in the US feels different is gender equality. In many cultures, the man is expected to pay, lead, or take the first step. In the US, that's changing fast. Now, many women offer to split the bill or even pay for the date. Some men appreciate that, others still prefer to pay. There's no strict rule. You might hear people say, let's split it, or I'll get this one, you get the next one. This equality also shows up in how people communicate. Women often ask men out, send the first text, or take initiative, things that might surprise someone from a more traditional background. It's all part of the American idea that relationships should be built on mutual respect and choice, not gender roles. If you've ever been on a first date in America, you'll know it's filled with small talk, and that's not a bad thing. Americans use small talk to make things comfortable. Typical topics include, so, what do you do? Where are you from originally? Do you have any hobbies? Do you like to travel? They rarely jump straight into heavy subjects like marriage, religion, or money on the first few dates. Those topics come later, after they've built trust. And of course, humor is key. A sense of humor is often seen as a sign of confidence and chemistry. So, what makes American dating culture so different? It's not just the apps or the language or the casual attitude. It's the mindset. Dating is not a destination, it's a journey. In many cultures, dating is just a step toward marriage. But in the US, dating is often about personal growth. It's about learning who you are, what you want, and how to connect with someone who shares your values. That's why relationships in America can look very different. Some people marry young, some never marry, some date for years before committing. There's no single right way, and that's both the beauty and the chaos of it. To sum it up, dating in the US is shaped by independence, equality, and freedom of choice. It's full of gray areas, talking, dating, being exclusive, but that flexibility lets people build relationships that fit their unique lives. Of course, it's not always easy. Ghosting hurts, mixed signals confuse people, and sometimes the endless options make it harder to commit. But at its core, American dating is about exploring connection, one coffee, one conversation, one moment at a time. And maybe that's the point. In a culture that celebrates individuality, love isn't something you fall into by accident. It's something you choose over and over again. Watch the next episode to keep learning English through real American life and culture. And don't forget to subscribe to the American English podcast. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!